Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast brought to you by Little Caesars Pizza. Go use code LCFREECC and you can get some free crazy bread with any pizza purchase. All right, now joined by the man, Mr. Dave Heeke, coming to us live from Michigan. Hello, Mr. Dave Heeke. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm good, gentlemen. Good to be with you. Yeah, it's good to see your faces and good to be back in the Wildcat house.
All right, now let's talk a little. You're a baseball guy, Dave. I was going to say, so first of all, you're up, obviously in Michigan and everything. Life treating you well?
Yeah, it's good. You know, this is a great spot. Our family's in the Midwest, so I have three sons who are here in the Midwest, one in this state, one in Ohio, one in Indiana, and two of them, we have two weddings this summer too, as well. So two of our sons are getting married. So that's going to be a fun summer. It's busy. It's been good to be around family on this kind of 1 year plus sabbatical, as I call it. So it's been a little bit on the sideline. It's been good. It's been interesting to watch from not being in it, you know, on day-to-day grinding, but to watch this transformation, you know, the house settlement, all the things that are happening up. It's been good to kind of follow it along from the sidelines.
I was going to say, let's talk a little bit about Chip Hale. Now, again, well, you know, that wasn't regarded as necessarily a home run hire at the time by some, but Dave, you felt very comfortable with Chip. What about Chip first made you say that, you know what, this is the right guy for the job?
Wow. I thought, you know, the first time I met him, we met in Cleveland. They were on an off day. I went to Cleveland. The Tigers were there. As people remember, he was a third base coach for the Tigers. We met, and I think I'd talked to him on the phone a couple times, and we just wanted to see each other face to face. And I think when you're in his presence, he's just such a good person. He's really clear with what he wants to, you know, what he wants to accomplish, what he wants to do. You know, and he's just he's easy to be around. I found it just really comfortable to be around him. I think that's important in a sport like baseball. There's just a lot of ebbs and flows. You can't be totally, you know, hyperbolic going all over the place. You got to have a little bit of rhythm or some calmness to you. So I don't know. Those things really caught me, but I just loved the kind of person he was. Obviously his skill set. He's a great manager. You know, he's been in pro ball a long time. As you guys know, and you see now, so many college players are ending up on major league rosters.
Right.
And the college environment is becoming a tremendous training ground for the major leagues. And to have a guy who knows what it takes, knows how to develop players. A lot of his career was, you know, spent in pro ball where he was developing guys to get to that next level all the time.
Right.
And so those were important components. I think, you know, I always like to be around and work with people who you enjoy being around, have similar goals and want to take it to a championship level. Chip had been a great player there. It's not always easy to be a great player and then to come back to your alma mater and become a coach. And so I think he had worked through that piece of it, and you know, again, he had so much tremendous experience. So that was good. So I think those were a couple things, and you know, obviously he knew how to do those pieces. You know, we had to build something around him. You know, when Jay left, it was there. I think it was pretty good. But you remember the roster kind of got decimated a little bit, and you know, needed someone who could recruit, who could put a good staff right out of the gate around him. So I thought he did some of those things too, and had the skill set to do those things.
Right. Sure.
We kind of mentioned it. We were talking about it before he went on air. Big 12 baseball. You know, we're very familiar with Pac-12 baseball and all that, and it's kind of a different animal. How did you? I mean, I don't know if you could have foreseen it, obviously, at the time of the hire, but the ability to kind of adapt to Big 12 baseball, if you even have to adapt, looking back on it, just Chip's ability to do that with his coaching style and all that.
Yeah, and I guess I'd go back to his experience. You know, look, the guy's been in so many different environments, so had to wrestle with so many different styles and you know, ways of playing and all that. So I think the ability though to go to the Big 12 from a baseball perspective was exciting. Great venues. It's an important sport to those institutions across the conference. It's a tough. You got to play hard. You know, you got to play hard baseball, tough, hard baseball, night in and night out. And you know, I think sometimes in the Pac-12, you know, not everyone was an elite level baseball program. You know, it just wasn't on their list. And I no disrespect. I think guys, we had some great coaches and in the Pac-12, but it just, you know, you didn't go into stadiums with you know, big environments. We talked about this with some of our other sports. You know,
right?
I mean, it is important. You go out and play. It's important. And it's, I don't know, we said it before. It's kind of a grinder's league. You got to be able to grind. You're going to take your lumps. You got to figure out a way, like every time, how to win series. Keep so, again, I don't think anything really intimidates.
Right.
I mean that as a compliment. He's a humble guy. He's been in the fire. He's been in the environments. Nothing really intimidates him or frightens him. He knows he's got to adapt and do different things, and built a good run. Hey, college baseball is still about trying to find some really good pitching. You got to be able to score runs when you can. And
Dave, let me ask you this: how important is momentum in baseball? You're a baseball guy; you've been around it your whole life. It seems like that's something that's very important.
It's huge. I think when you can get on runs and you're playing well, you are that you just got to ride that thing as long as you can. Right. I mean, momentum and believe, just the energy that goes around that. It's a sport of failure. It's a sport of not always accomplishing what you want. You start riding that plane and you're playing well, and guys are picking each other up. A lot of times in those runs, it's not always your best players. Some guys you think should be producing a little bit better. Some other guys come forward, get big hits, get big outs, come in and close games out. Takes the pressure off of other people, so you can just go out and play. So I think momentum is huge, and they've got a good thing going right now. There's no doubt about it. They've got a great thing going.
Sure.
Dave, kind of away from baseball a little bit. If I would have told you a few years ago that this is where college athletics would be with the House settlement and all that, would you said, yeah, of course it'll be, or is this the direction this thing is going? Just what are your thoughts on it?
Wow, I don't know if I know where to start, but it's I don't think we anticipated it, going to where it was going. Obviously, the industry, college athletics always evolves and grows and changes, but this is one of those benchmark moments that you look back in the history of college athletics, that there's only a few of them that just really transforms what it's going to be about, what it's going to be like. And I think it's going to further challenge the environment. Definitely, it's a financial strain across the board for all institutions. You see all of that. What we dealt with at Arizona is very common on every campus on how to manage it. You talk about the University of Michigan, foreseeing about a $15 to $20 million deficit position next year. It's hard. That's incredible, to think about that. But I do think you have to change. You have to move forward. You have to grow. Look at different ways. You can't sit. And we certainly weren't doing that. We wanted to kind of anticipate it, but it took so long. I feel for everybody who's been in the business, the coaches, the ADs, the presidents. It just took so long to get to this point. And now they're going to, quickly, boom, in July, we all got to be moving forward and doing things. So going to challenge a lot of places, going to challenge a lot of people. This isn't the end. You see the SEC, the Big Ten, conference commissioners really, holding on, trying to keep things into some type of order. I hope that the settlement now keeps it somewhat in order so we can build and build around it. But it's a tricky one. There's no doubt about it. It has transformed college athletics. It's not the way it was. But I hope we get to a better spot too, and I think we can. It's always worked itself out to a degree.
Dave, what are you looking for? Arizona, Coastal Carolina. What are you looking for? And what are you looking for in this one, Dave?
Well, great matchup. Again, it's like they almost planned it that way,
right?
With the tough loss that we had with Coastal, but I think it's going to be a good game. Coastal obviously is an outstanding tradition. They're playing well. They played well all season. But Arizona's on a great run. So I think it's going to be a really good ball game. When you get to Omaha, little things are big things.
Right.
You can't, it is very intense. The momentum shifts really quick. We talk about that. Big hits, big innings. Little things, like I said, become big things. So you got to field the ball well. You got to get outs when you can. You can't leave runners. You need to get runs when you can get runs. And hopefully you get some pretty good pitching because it's an amazing environment. There'll be a sold out stadium in there. There's no better place to watch college baseball than Omaha. So look, I like our chances. I think our kids are ready. I'm so proud. I'm really proud of Chip, the staff, and those players. They've just done great things this year. I'm happy for our alums, the guys who played here before.
No doubt.
It's awesome.
All right, cheer.
Is it stressful when you watch the college baseball World Series? Is it, it's like I try to enjoy it, right? And then be like, yeah, I like baseball. I try to enjoy it. And the other day I'm like, this is horrible. Like I'm watching it like it's 3-2, guy makes it like. How are you? And you obviously have a close experience, family wise. And all. How are you when you watch baseball games? Enjoyment versus stress?
Well, I think it's probably higher stress has been my life. Look, Omaha is amazing. And again, to be there with the team, we did that. It was too quick of an out for us when I was at Arizona. But I was on the committee, 2 times. I chaired the committee to watch the emotions, to see the different, be in the dugouts before the games and after the games. Those kids and those coaches, they leave so much out there. And like you said, I feel, when it's 3-2, late inning, guy on second, and something wild happens, like somebody makes an error or something. I always want somebody to hit it up the gap, score on a good hit. But there's always something that leads to that, and I think it's very stressful. But that's what the game is. That's what makes it great. And again, having 2 sons that played at the Division I level to watch their games.
You got a little bit. I was going to say you got a little bit of boots on the ground baseball mentality, Dave.
It gets stressful, but it's a great game and tests us because of the level of toughness and that you need to have because of all the failure, all the mistakes that are made in the game leads to something. You got to try to overcome it. That's what happened to the Wildcats. An unfortunate kind of incident happened, but that guy comes up later in the game and gets a big hit. What a day. What a day. That's how the game comes back around to you, as we say sometimes. The game will come back around. The game will do things, and that's what makes it a great game for those of us that really, really do love it.
All right, Dave, before we sign off, I got to give you a ton of credit here. Arizona basketball ran the Pac-12 in its last year with you there. Arizona baseball, same thing. Arizona football had its best season in 25 years. Dave, you're the man. You'll always have a friend in me, whatever we can do for you, my guy.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Love the Cats, and I'm really proud of what they're all doing. And those coaches, I know, again, it's just it's a great program. It's a great program, and the fan base and the people around it all deserve the success that they're seeing right now. There's no doubt about it. Thank you, you guys. Appreciate being with you.
I speak for everyone. Back the Dave, baby. Appreciate you, man. Talk to you soon. All right, Dave Heeke. Yeah, Dave Heeke, my guy, Arizona Athletic Director. Yes, that Chip Hale hire looks good, Sheer.
It does. And, Dave made a very good point. Like, you always want Arizona to win, right? But, man, did I feel bad for that UNC second base.
I felt really bad, too. That was one of
that hit a 3-run homer. And, like, when you go to the UNC boards, it's like, we love this guy. He's the best. And then he makes the error, and it's like, we hate him. And, like, that's baseball. Like, that's just maybe more than any other sport. Like, basketball, you miss a shot, whatever. You have 80 more shots to make up for. Baseball is just so batter to batter, situation to situation, and it's a brutal sport this time of year.
I do think Chip. I think the Chipster is onto something though. But let's get a couple reads in here first. A couple reads. What do we got? What do we got? Talk to me. Sheer.
Uh-oh.
Sheer.
Oh no.
Sheer. Oh God, I can't see you anywhere. Sheer.
I'm here.
Oh gosh. All right, we're back. Arizona Primary Eye Care. Whew. Whew, that scared me for a second. Now you might say to yourself, "Why am I getting tagged in this?" All right. So June, I got a great deal here going on. June, 50% off all non-prescription sunglasses. Boom, check it out. Now, again, you can go in there, you can get Ray-Bans, or you can get a lot of different things. And again, 60+ insurance is accepted. You will thank me later when you go in there. Check it out. You got 4 convenient locations, even one in Douglas. So if you're in Douglas and you're like, you know what, I could really go for an Arizona Primary Eye Care stop, do it. Check it out. All right, now what else we got? Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Pipe
Your
time,
number
baby.
one lifesaver right there.
Pipe time, baby. All right. I have not used the toilet this morning. I went twice last week. Nah, I went last night. I don't know what happened, but but either way, that toilet in the toilets in this area, they need people that are going to go in there and take care of business, and that is what Foster Plumbing does. They lay good pipe. Ben White has talked about this multiple times. It is an intriguing aspect. Now, here's the great deal. 10% off when you mention the AZ12 podcast, 24/7 service. Because sometimes, sometimes those pipes don't just say, hey, guess what? We're only going to break between 8 and 5 or whatever. That's where Foster Plumbing comes in. There's a big truck right down the street from me. But again, there it is. Drain cleaning, water heaters, boom, sewer line coating. They do it all. Foster Plumbing. Boom. Okay, now, all right, let's see here.
Have you told people your legendary hotel status?
Nah, probably not. You should go ahead though. You can tell them.
You have broken every hotel toilet.
Every dude. Yeah,
I've ever been around with you in.
Yeah, dude. And the thing about it too that was annoying too is that they don't have plungers in there. What kind of toilet doesn't have a plunger? I mean,
what a horrible job! You call the front desk and you're like, "I clogged the toilet," and they're like, "Oh, we'll send someone up." I understand you need to make money, but can you imagine like?
You know what you're getting into.
Room and like that's the only job you have. It's like, I'm here to unplug whatever you just left in the toilet.
Yeah. I always like too, and it's like, hey, just ignore that thing floating around on the top. Yeah. All right, Wilbur's Big Burner, real quick. You are right. You know what? The ASU fans are really going today. I love this thing now where ASU fans are now calling themselves a blue blood or an elite level football program. No, you are not. You have finished the season ranked 7 times since 1990. That is not elite.
Dude, they're not even close to being an elite football.
Oh, what a bunch of gas bags.
And Wilbur's right. Their biggest claim to fame is I would claim a Rose Bowl and brag about a Rose Bowl much before I would brag about losing in the first round of the postseason.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, hey, if you ever want to get anybody, ask them which team out of last had a top 5 finish. It's Arizona.
Yeah, it's like the whole. It's like the baseball argument,
right? Well, them calling themselves blue blood is your boy Dillingham's fault.
He didn't say they're a blue blood.
He said that they could be the blue blood for the next generation.
Yeah, that's his recruiting.
Well, that's his recruiting pitch.
Yeah, but ASU fans don't realize that.
Mike, before last year, do you know when their last conference championship was?
1996.
No, they won in 07. They were with Erickson.
Okay, cool.
Right, 96, 86, 76. So one every 10 years.
Yeah, you're good every 10 years. Guess who's good once every 10 years? The A.
Yeah, everyone. Pretty much every. College football is so cyclical. It's like you're good, and hey, I like Dillingham. I'm sure he's a good coach. They're gonna have bad years under Dillingham. They are because that's what college football is. Unless you're Alabama or whatever, they're bad years 10-2.
Yeah, Joseph is right. I like Dilly, but I need him to fail because he's the only glimmering hope for ASU. Hey, let me ask you this: I would like to get Dilly out of here. Get Dilly to the Cardinals, because then they'll hire like some guy. But either way, it's once every 10 years. And I love too when they're like, I love too about now they don't care about Arizona or that now they say that nobody cares about basketball. It's like, okay, dude, yeah, there's a thing called March Madness. Yeah, I don't think it's got any staying power to it.
Yeah, that was a good line by you. It's very rare you have a good line.
Yeah, every now and then I say something. Oh, by the way, guess what I was watching last night? A series of bank heists in Seattle from like 1990 to like 2023. Seattle had the most bank robberies in the entire country. It's on Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah. And I immediately thought of our friends up in
so many documentaries and stuff.
I'm so smart. I'm so learned. Dude, it's because of these St. Lawrence. So anyways. All right, back to I did a deep dive into Arizona baseball last night. Oh, yeah. You know what's fascinating about this team is that, no, I haven't watched The Town. Should I watch it though, Joseph?
It's a great movie. You haven't watched The Town?
No. What's it about?
It's a great movie with Ben Affleck and Jeremy Renner and all that. I'm eating because I don't feel good. I took a pill and I feel like crap.
I just watched what was it? I just got done with Alto Nights. It sucked.
What's Alto Nights? Oh, that's the one
where it's where Robert De Niro plays 3 different people or something.
No, I heard it sucked.
Yeah, it's terrible. It was it wasn't good. I thought it was going to be good, and it was not good. All right, now you know what's fascinating about Arizona is because it's a national. This program has national reach to it. Look at all the guys from Illinois on this team. Summerhill, Illinois.
Divided?
What's that?
Are you divided because of it?
No, I'm about to troll them later today. Trust me. I found this out when I was
Oh, because they won't play for Illinois baseball.
They won't play for Illinois. They're like, man, I'm going to get the hell out of this place.
Does Illinois have a baseball team? Now that I think about it, I've never heard of Illinois baseball. Have you?
I don't know that I've just I've seen Dante's Peak Nicarinas with Pierce Brosnan. But
let me look at Illinois baseball and see if they've done
look
anything.
at
there was only one Big Ten school that didn't have a team. Wasn't it like Wisconsin or something?
Yeah, but what has Illinois baseball done?
Dick Buttkiss.
I'm looking it up now. You ready?
All right, what do you got?
They have the last time they won the con. They made the NCAA tournament last year.
All right. Well, either way, all these guys want to come back to the A. Summerhill is from Illinois. Pluta is from Illinois, and
is he? I didn't know Pluta was from.
Yeah. And Nets is from Illinois as well. You got 3. And they had a first-round draft pick like 2 years ago that didn't go here from Illinois. That's because of Trip Couch, baby. Back the trip. So, anyways, I was looking at this. Arizona could return a lot of people next year, actually. They're going to lose some guys. I get it. But you're going to get back. Pluta's probably going to come back. I didn't realize this, that relievers in baseball are not generally viewed as being high. Yeah, because you'll just take a starter and put him in there. So there is that.
Okay, so guys, they'll bring back Andrew Kane.
Mm-hmm.
They could bring back Summerhill.
He's gone. 100% gone.
I'm just kidding. But
him and White are gone. Him and White are gone. No chance.
Raul's gone.
Summerhill had a bad year this year. He might consider staying. It depends on where he's drafted.
He's still projected by everybody as a first rounder, so he's gone.
Aaron Walton.
Back.
Bray Fogel.
Back.
Hintz.
Back.
Kramkowski.
Back.
Guzman.
Back.
Splain is gone.
Yep, Splain's gone.
Smith Bailey back.
Smith Bailey back. Yep, exactly.
DJ Adams back.
Mm-hmm. Pluta back. You didn't say
Mason White.
No, definitely not back.
Eric Orloff gone.
Mm-hmm. And they bring in
Mahalakis back. Colin McKinney back. Dude, are we back? Are we back?
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. They actually return a lot, and they got one of the top 5 pitchers in the country coming in. Now, granted, it doesn't matter. It matters on where he's going to get picked. But I mean, they could. This is Arizona baseball. It reloads, baby. It doesn't just. That's my motto.
Baseball cool? Like we talk about like basketball. Like if you're a top 10 pick, you have to come back. In baseball, it's like if you're a top 12 round pick, you got to go. And it's like 12 rounds, you got to go.
Yes. No. Yes. 12 rounds. You got to go. So that's where it is. Mike Luke back, baby. Also, and so I mean, and they got some potential. Plus, some other guys that have sucked this year, they think are going to actually be good. Like Mason Russell, he was considered a top 10 pitcher in the country. And
Arizona's going to Omaha next year. Is that just what you're saying?
Yeah, I know I am. I'm just saying it. Yeah. I was looking at it. I know about baseball. And okay. The terrific pitcher recruit won't be here. It looks like it's like 50-50 there. So we will find out.
Speaking, Mike, if a pitcher is as good as you are claiming that he is, there's a 0% chance he plays in college.
We'll find out. Mason Russell was considered a top 10 pitcher in the country last year. He's here.
High school, coming out of high school.
Yeah, coming out of high school. Yeah.
Oh, they picked up the dude from Western Kentucky. He's a beast.
Yeah, no, I mean, dude, this team's going to be good.
Plus, they could use him this year. That's what they need.
And you know what's exciting about this team? That's called a tease for the next.
What's exciting, Mike?
Yeah, no, that's called a tease. Cody, let's get some reads in here. That maybe we could fill the recruiter position with Orlando Antigua.
That's not a bad idea.
Hey, somebody, get me a graph. Hey, Kobe L. Thiel, get me a graph of all the Illinois guys and how good they are. Hey, Sheer, while I'm doing this read, mention or message Cody in group and tell me to get a graph of Pluta, Summerhill, and
why would I message him? He's literally listening to the show.
I don't think he's in here anymore.
He's definitely in here.
Kobe, if you're in here, let me know. Kobe, it's like Arizona.
Kobe or Cody?
Kobe, not or Cody. You get me a graph. Cody, you get me a graph. Yeah.
What are we doing here?
All right, Cody, just the Illinois guys, that are on the Arizona roster that are good and where they've been. Yeah. And there we go. All right, now, Nova Home Loans, something that needs a graph all into itself. Ready to purchase or refinance your home? Take your shot with the Mooney team. Hey, scan this QR code right here. Scan this, back the QR code. And again, Zach Mooney, Nova Home Loans. This is the biggest home loans thing in all of Southern Arizona because it works. And again, you can, if you use Nova Home Loans, if you go through them and you say AZ12, they will give you a nice little deal. Hey, call this number, though. You got to call this number. It makes me look good. 520-320-5599. Ready to purchase or refinance your home? Take your shot with the Mooney team. And again, Zach does a lot of good local stuff in the community. This is the guy to support, Zach Mooney. Okay, now what else we got? Hey, Cody, can you give me that graph, though? That would be awesome. I want to troll later today.
X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you.
All right, Comfort X HVAC. Now, Kobe L. Thiel is not in this chat anymore, it appears. But again, I think somebody like Dennis Walsh, that guy's got a BMW. That guy's and I bet he has. Do you think he has better air? Do you think he has better air conditioning in his BMW or his jet when he's driving or flying Bert around?
It's got to be the jet.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But guess what? I don't know if Comfort X HVAC does maintenance on jets for their air conditioning, but I also wouldn't put it past them. But again, if they do it, you can go to Comfort X HVAC and check it out. Small business with big savings, built on trust for the long haul. Perfect track record, my friend. Residential and commercial HVAC expertise at affordable rates. They made Tony Gimino happy. They can make you happy. Hey, did I ever tell you about that? Did I ever tell you about the guy that I've met multiple times at the buffet that goes around scamming people into buying BMWs?
Yeah, you have. I bought 3 the other day, though.
No, here's what he does. He said that he sells them to college kids and women. And he just says because, like, they don't know. And again, I'm just reporting what he said. And he said he's been doing this. He said he's been doing this for the longest time too. And I said, and nobody has gotten mad at you. And he's like, well, it's not illegal what I'm doing. So I'm like, well, all right. Well, you do you. Okay. Now, all right. Now, Sheer, how much of a factor? We've got to put this on there, and Dave obviously confirmed this, but we have to put this on there. How important is momentum in all of this?
I know you took a shot at me.
I didn't take a shot.
We're kind of talking past each other here, right? Because
not us.
Yeah, momentum is important in the sense where you obviously want to be playing well, but like if Arizona goes out and loses 18-2 to North Carolina, we can't say it won game 2 because of momentum,
right?
I mean, that just makes no sense. They just got their butts kicked. So, yeah, you want to be playing well this time of year, but at the same time, momentum only goes so far.
Yes, momentum. All right. But again, momentum's definitely carrying them. What is it? They don't. They call it Uncle Mo. Uncle Mo is definitely carrying these guys right now.
I had an Uncle Mo, believe it or not.
You had an Uncle Mo? Mo Shear?
His name.
Hey, Joseph says if we run the board, is that not momentum?
What do you mean if we run the board?
You're getting killed in the comments. All the
if Arizona goes undefeated, sure, you could say it was.
All momentum. The Gen Zers are destroying you. P. Hoff annihilating you as he should. Joseph annihilating you. Dennis Walsh definitely not a Gen Zer annihilating you.
The issue you guys have with talking about momentum in Arizona is that Coastal Carolina clearly has more momentum.
Yeah, but that's because they're playing Presbyterian and Taiwanese State.
No, they're not. They just beat Auburn at Auburn.
No, I know. No. That's a crappy SEC team. Who did they play before then?
In their bracket.
Who did they play? Tell me who they. Is
this going to be the thing where I name schools and you're like, they suck?
Yeah, it's like,
and then it turns out that they don't suck.
No, it's like I said, it's going to be a lot of Taiwanese states.
That school sucks. So then it turns out they're like top 5 in the country.
Hey, Chris Howell says, where the hell is Taiwanese State? Take a guess. Yeah,
they were in. They beat East Carolina. He's pretty good.
Yeah, they suck.
And then they beat Auburn. No, East Carolina baseball's good, dude.
Okay, what else? Keep going.
That's it. Like it's
no. Who did they play before that? There's a bunch of Taiwanese states.
Southern Miss, who hosted. They beat Clemson earlier this year.
No, but no. Who did they? Their conference.
Like conferences don't matter in baseball.
Sure, they do.
Mike, Murray State is in the College Baseball World Series. Who did they play?
Yeah, but I can't say
what
that.
Conference is Murray State in?
Murray said the Missouri Valley. Boom.
And they just beat who?
I don't know.
They beat Duke at Duke.
Nah.
This isn't. We've had this conversation. And
I am saying this. Listen here. I'm saying this. I told you that Arizona would beat North Carolina. You said
What does
no
that have to do with Coastal Carolina?
They're going to beat Coastal Carolina. I'm
I
back in
don't
the A.
disagree.
You're
I
not
agree
back in
with
the
you.
A.
I said Arizona would beat Coastal, but you can't say that it's because of their schedule.
No, I
Coastal's
can say
good.
because of I can say
Coastal won a national championship over who? Over
yeah,
who?
but but that's because we didn't have Chip Hale. Yeah, no, if we had Chip Hale, it'd be a lot different. All right, so either way, I am looking forward to this. Also, I need Smith Bailey to pitch more. Every time I watch Krankowski, it looks like he's about to give up like 9 runs. Oh, by the way, his ERA is like 5.6.
It's baseball. It's different. It's different. Baseball, college baseball is different.
Smith Bailey doesn't have a 5.6 ERA.
Owen's good, dude. He's had a good year. He was awful the other day. No doubt about it. He was all 12 Big 12 honorable mention. He's good.
All right. Well, again, I will accept apologies from him if he is good. Well, I don't know why he would apologize to me, but yeah, I actually don't think that makes any sense.
What?
Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to ask him.
Stress. He will apologize to you for the earlier stress. He should have been better last game.
Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Mike needs to start watching college baseball prior to May. No, I don't need to because I am right. I have been right. All of you guys, you were wrong about Chip Hale. I was right. This will be.
Like, you got to stop saying all these teams suck, and that's your.
Yeah, they do. North Carolina, I will say, appeared good.
Coastal's probably better than Carolina. It's
No, they're
I
not.
don't think they are. But Coastal's very good, Mike. They're
North
very.
Carolina, I was talking with some of my baseball insiders, the boots on the ground types.
I thought
and
Carolina was the best team in the country.
Yeah. A lot of people thought that.
Coastal's very good.
You know what's crazy about that 2012 Arizona baseball team? That's like as good a college baseball team as there's like ever been. They didn't lose a game in the postseason.
You know what's even crazier about that?
Right.
What is it? What is crazier about that?
Andy Lopez was the coach.
Do you know what seed they entered at? What national seed?
What?
I don't believe they had a national seed.
There's no way. They were like 48-17 and they won the conference.
They played Florida State, then they played UCLA, and then they played South Carolina. I don't
Yeah,
think
they were or T-Burn says they were 11. Were they 11?
they did not have. I don't believe they had a national seed.
I'm family friends with the Krankowskis. Watch your mouth, Mike. Patrick Stark, we need you on the mound. Division I baseball star.
I'm gonna look this up. I don't believe they had a national seed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what else is the other good thing about Mr. Chip Hale? Chip Hale's putting a lot of guys into the men's major league baseball draft too as well. I mean, there's been a number of them at this point. There's from this year as well.
I was right.
They were 11?
They did not have a national seed back then. They only had 8 national seeds. Arizona wasn't one of them.
Interesting.
Arizona beat the second national seed and the third national seed and the 8th national seed.
Dude, those teams needed Foster Plumbing by the time we were done with them, though.
That's right, baby. That's right.
No. Yeah. So, anyways, all right. Now we're gonna talk obviously more about this. I want more Smith Bailey though. Also, but the recruiting class next year looks very good. Also, everybody likes Chip. Have you come across anybody that doesn't like Chip?
No.
The Chipster's the man. We like the Chip.
Yeah,
okay.
Very well liked. Everyone likes Chip.
All right, let's get a couple reads in here, and then we're gonna get to a little bit of Arizona basketball.
Everyone likes chips too. Have you ever met someone that doesn't like chips?
You'd have to not like salt. Do you know anyone that doesn't like salt?
No.
Those people are the salt of the earth.
All
right. Speaking of salt of the earth, land the man with the master plan.
We're so good at transitions, dude.
Oh, by the way, Chris Houghton, nice try on Andre Veras. Nice try. Okay, now my crown came out of my mouth when I was talking on the phone. And then I messaged Chip. I messaged
you mentioned Chip, and he fixed it.
Yeah. Chip Haley's the man. He didn't land.
Is there anything else he can do?
He and Land the Man have an amazing relationship. Hey, I'm going to go into Aristotle, Land. You can stay home. I got this one. Okay. But either way, he got on a Saturday. He came in there. I gave him the little crown. He chiseled it off a little bit, and then he put some cement in my mouth, and then he put it in there, and then I was good to go. Boom, boom, boom.
Why was it hurting? Did you find out why it was hurting?
What's that?
Why were you in pain? You shouldn't have been in pain.
I don't know why. It started bothering me a little bit, but you know what I think it was? I think it was one of those mental things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like where because
You are mental.
Because it was a root canal, so it shouldn't hurt at all. So either way, land the man with the master plan. Check it out, TucsonImplants.com, the championship package. I wasn't offered the championship package yet because they only offer necessary treatment and they know that I am the championship package. But it is $19.97 though. TucsonImplants.com, TucsonTeeth.com. Look how happy this woman is. And look at this. Tongue is still intact, baby. Back to
God.
Yeah. All right, what else we got? Talk to me. All right, now I've got to give our guy Mike Natowski a little bit of crap here. He threw a bad rumor out there on your message board.
I saw that.
And this is about as bad as it gets.
Yep.
He said that he believes that Dave Heeke thinks that Green Valley Decorative Rock is only in Green Valley. Not flying. Not on my watch.
You take this. It's disgusting to me.
Nope. Better watch your step, young man. Dave Heeke is fully aware that it is in Tucson as well, as is everyone. That was a scurrilous shot. That was a rumor. That was an innuendo, and we need to embargo that type of ideas from you, Mr. Mike Natowski. So again, check it out. Green Valley Decorative Rock also in Tucson. Okay. Now, here we go. All right. Arizona basketball, though. We are also a basketball school.
I'm breaking football news real quick. Go ahead.
Right. Okay. Now, Grant Winkler says, I went to Green Valley High School here in Vegas. Green Valley High School is absolutely a rich high school. There is no but the way that there's like a poor high school or like a low medium that's at Green Valley. It just can't happen. It won't happen. What's your football news you're breaking?
They have a 4-star visitor today.
Who? Oh, wow.
Arizona football has a top 30 visitor today. On campus today. You ready for this name? Juju Johnson.
Juju Johnson.
Long Beach Poly corner, rated as the 21st best player in the entire nation.
You mean, all right. So why is he's not coming here?
He's been to campus like 4 times already.
Is this Juju Smith-Schuster from Long Beach Poly?
Nope.
He's from Long Beach Poly as well.
Yeah, it's not him though.
No. All right. Well, either way. DeAndre Ayton. As much as I love Bayless, Nick, DeAndre Ayton. Okay. All right. So, Darius Wobbington. This is going to be a fun one for you and I to follow.
Yeah. Can we clear this up? I know you like to joke around.
I have. Brogan sent me the screenshot.
I understand this, but you a couple things, right? Basketball recruits change over a year. We can't name the person that agreed with me. A year ago, his body was bad. There's no doubt about it. He would tell you that.
But guess what? That same person also said that he would have offered him.
A year ago, right, I would not have offered Darius Wobbington. His body was bad. Nobody offered Darius Wobbington.
You said 3 months ago you wouldn't offer him. That your text was from 3 months ago.
Before I saw him. Nothing changed, and then I saw him at EYBL, and I said I could see them why they would offer him. I absolutely said that after I saw him. A year ago, I would not have offered him.
Is that your apology?
No, it's not an apology. It's clarification because you're like, Sheer hates this kid. And then how am I supposed to interview kids when you're like, Sheer hates you?
No, I'm not saying you hate him. I'm saying you wouldn't have offered him.
A year ago, I would not have offered him, and neither would have Arizona.
No, they would have. The staff, people liked him a lot.
A year ago, dude, he wasn't what he is now. That's why he didn't have any offers.
He was easy to progress. Or you guys had him ranked as a top 20 player.
Him a year ago.
You had him ranked as a top 20 player.
No one offered. A year ago, we did not.
Yeah, you did.
A year ago, what offers did he have a year ago?
Yeah, I don't care. He was a top 20 player.
You're an expert. What offers?
No, he's a top 20 player.
Mike, we just rated him for the first time in January.
All right, well, there you go.
He didn't have ratings.
Yes, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. I was right on this one. I'm taking the victory lap here.
Right about what? Are you right about Cody Williams, too?
I was right about Cody Williams.
You know, the Utah Jazz fired their 2 lead scouts because of Cody Williams?
Yeah, you know what? Hey, you want to know something else?
They did that yesterday.
After you and I watched the same game with Cody Williams, you said wouldn't offer him, and Tommy Lloyd immediately offered him.
Shout out to me. Looks like I was right.
All right, let's talk about Darius Wobbington. We've moved on from your L. Joking aside, not joking aside. You know who he reminds me a little bit of that I'm going into this with? He reminds me of a Grant Winkler. Sorry, Grant. He reminds me of Grant Jarrett a little bit. The way that he's backup, post-up game, can shoot a little bit. He's clever. He reminds me of him.
He doesn't remind me of him at all.
No, he does. He's right. I'm right.
I don't. He's Grant Jarrett was a robot.
Well, you guys had Grant Jarrett ranked as the 9th best player.
What
in
do
the
you say,
country.
you guys? I don't rank anyone.
Right. Grant Jarrett actually was pretty good.
Grant Jarrett was really good in high school.
Yeah, that's not a put down. So, anyways, this what I like about Darius Washington is he's a multi-year player as well. I expect him to come to the U of A. I think that he will come to the U of A.
Mike, tell everyone you think he's committing within what days?
No, it's not what I said.
Kind of days. You said within a month.
Yeah, that's not days. That's a month.
It's 30 days.
Well, a year is.
I don't think he commits within a month.
What do you? All right. What do you got to put another?
I think he takes time.
All right. Hey, all right. So how long are you thinking?
I don't know. I think Arizona gets him, but generally speaking, 2027 guy isn't going to commit in July of 2025.
All right. Well, either way, I'm in on Darius Washington. Arizona is his dream school. You know what's crazy about this though? We're going to talk about this tomorrow. Look at Tommy allowing him to offer earlier. Hey, do you think that's because of some of the faith that he's got in the staff?
I mean,
now?
it's not really earlier, is it? It's just
bit.
one. It's. I mean,
we have 2 offers in 2027.
He did that last year, didn't he? Offer like Cam Holmes early, and it's like a year. He does it a year, like the summer before is usually when you know what I mean. Because Cam Holmes was offered the summer before, and so were a few other players. You know, see what I'm saying here?
Yeah, all right. Well, fair enough. Either way, I'll still take it.
I'd like more than 2 offers in 2027. I think we could both agree.
So here, are there going to basically be 2 offers, and it's going to say you will get both of them?
No, I think they offer more guys than 27.
You think they're going to offer more guys than 2 in the 2027 class?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: does Gardner Jr. get an offer?
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I know people keep asking.
I know. I'm not either. I have no inside information on that either. It just feels a little weird. That's all.
He got offered by Ohio State yesterday.
Well, here's the other thing too: is that I keep coming back to is that he was supposed to go to college or high school at Catfoot. He didn't. He's in the Midwest, and then all these people keep saying they're like, "Oh, well, his dad's on staff." Well, there's 2 parts to this equation. Like, there's also a mother involved. I have no clue what that's like, but there's a mother involved.
Yeah, I don't know the family situation. All I know is that Arizona has not offered him, and I don't believe, unless something has changed in the last whatever, that an offer's imminent either. The vibe I get is that it may not even come.
And he's practiced with them a ton. They know how good he is. The only thing I'm going to say is this. And again, I have no inside information on this, but Tommy does not like turmoil. No turmoil, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy will literally turn down the top player in the country if there's any risk of that upsetting the apple cart.
Well, like look at Gilbert Arenas. That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Arizona basically
he also just straight up thinks Brady's is better though.
That's going to be an interesting one to watch.
Yeah, he's straight up. If you were to ask him, take away the,
I get it.
Take away the family stuff and all that. If you said, Tommy, who's a better fit for Arizona, he would tell you Birdies.
No, I get it. And you know what? He got Birdies, so that's where that's kind of where it's at. But yeah, I like this though. Offering kids a little bit earlier though, even if they aren't offering kids earlier. All right, now 2026. I was asked on the boards. I said, who would you look at? And I said. If you had to go with the 2 kids that you would think are most likely to become Wildcats from that list. And I said that I do think that 2 most likely in 2026, both in-state kids, Cam Holmes and Cam Williams. Boom. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just think it's easy to go with the in-state kid and with that stuff, right? And I don't think you're wrong either. That's the 2 I'd probably go with.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah. So do we think, hey, before that is answered, do we think that we're done with offers for the summer?
No.
All right. Well,
that's a good question by Eric Townsend. Dylan Anderson out of high school or Washington?
I mean, Shear didn't like either. So.
I'll say this about Dylan. He had the opposite trajectory. Mike, let's see if you agree with this. As Washington. Washington started off with a bad body, and he's getting better, and I think he'll get better. Dylan, as a freshman in high school, was a monster. And by the time he was a senior in high school, he was pretty good, right? Washington got better. Dylan did not.
Here's also what I'm going to say too. And again, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Dylan also had terrible people advising him.
Yes.
And not Frank Caliendo. I'm talking about a dad that literally was telling his kid that he was Kevin Durant.
I think
no,
there's
Dirk
value-
Nowitzki. It was Dirk
I've
Nowitzki.
said
That's right.
this for years. There's value to surrounding and I'm not going to go personal, but there's value
Yeah.
to surrounding yourself with people that are realistic. If you are a 6'11" power forward / center, having people around you that are telling you you're a 6'11" two guard is not benefiting your career. And he's not the only one. It
Right.
happens every year. You talk to a kid, he's 6'11", he's like, yeah, I want to play the one. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And you got people around you. Plus, the other thing, too, if you're not a great athlete, because all these guys think they're like, oh, well, Kevin Durant does it. Guess what? You're not Kevin Durant. And then they're always like, oh, well, I just made a 3-pointer in practice. Check this one out, and I'll make another one. And it's like, that's really not how it works.
It's like with Steph Curry. Steph Curry ruined AAU in high school basketball.
Oh, dude, it's the absolute worst.
Yeah, he ruined it.
Now
and
you have,
again, I don't blame him.
you literally have parents now whose kid don't even play this past year, and they're like, well, I'm not going to redshirt because once we drop 20, we're out of here, or whatever. It's just a whole different. It's just a whole different can of worms, a whole different can of cannolis. Can you get a cannoli in a can? I think you can.
Yeah, why not?
Get it. That was good. All right, so that's kind of where we are at, though, with Darius Wobbington. I'm glad we're going to talk about him more tomorrow. Hey, Cody, if you can pull up some highlights for us tomorrow with Darius Wobbington, that would be very, very good. Let me ask you this. 2027, it's going to be interesting to see what happens because in 26, you're going to offer a lot of kids that could be done. You could be one and dones. And so you're going to have to reload in 27 as well. I'm just curious. Oh, Darius, what? Wobbington. That's good. But that's going to be an interesting one as well, though. I'm curious. You could have to, by necessity, you have to offer a lot of guys, Skier.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Now, I'm getting messages from people. Your board is terrified about ADO.
Yeah, so all I said was it's going to be an open competition. If you think that the other guys are better than ADO, you don't really have anything to worry about.
Correct. But no, I got a couple DMs. I got a couple DMs from people that say you literally have people convinced ADO is the worst basketball player in Power 5.
Do you think ADO should start next year?
No.
Okay, so move on.
But I'm also fine with him playing 12 to 14 minutes per game.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah. I mean, ADO serves a role, though. It's not like there's been useless basketball players.
I agree with you. I've said this before.
Not Dylan Anderson. Daniel Dillon was a worthless basketball player. And we had to watch him play were you following Arizona by that time?
Who?
Daniel Dillon?
Yeah. I was here.
All right. Daniel Dillon was a worthless basketball player in every shape, but he was one of those guys because he ran around and his hair flew everywhere that people are like, oh, yeah. So there are guys. ADO serves a purpose. Some people are just like, he is. Now, Chris Howe says, worthless is wild. Worthless is wild, not for Daniel Dillon, but for ADO, it's definitely worthless.
Yeah, I've never said he's worthless. That's great.
Yeah, people taking victory laps on the board thinking you were saying ADO is starting. What did you say exactly?
All I said was that it's an open competition. That's it. That's literally all I said.
Interesting. All right. So nothing. Yeah. So no breaking news. There's really no breaking news. So okay, there we go. Hey, this AZ Jazz man is actually making good points now. I've never seen that happen before. Justin Wessel was rough in here forever. Yeah, we don't beat Oregon without ADO. De La Rosa is a spacer. So. Yeah, Daniel Dillon. Hey, Daniel Dillon was the first time the Loot was losing. Letting Shakur just do whatever he wanted forever was the. Now listen, Dennis Walsh says ADO started over a lottery pick. Why not ADO?
Why not? Why not ADO?
Mm-hmm. Dude, that ADO is going to come out and absolutely kill it, man. I love it. Can ADO not work hard this offseason and get better? Can ADO not work hard this off? What do you mean, Nick Arenas? What does this mean? Can ADO not work hard this offseason and get better? I think
he's accusing ADO of not working hard.
ADO does work hard. ADO tries really hard. That's not fair.
When do we start? Is there when you're prejudice against Australians? Is that called anything?
Well, I thought he was Italian. I mean, he's got an Italian name and he's born in Melbourne or something. Wonder how he got to Australia.
He was born there?
Well, I know, but I wonder how his people got there, I guess. I wonder if they're consulate workers or something. I bet they were. I bet that's what it was. So, hey, I was watching Lethal Weapon 2 yesterday. Very, very good. Very, very good movie. Like Danny Glover, they're trying to get Danny Glover to. He thinks that he wants to move to South Africa, so they take him to a consulate, and they're like the South African consulate, and the guy's like, "There must be a mistake. I don't think you want to move to South Africa." It's very good. It's very good. I like those Lethal Weapon movies.
What a freaking accent that was.
It's
My
I
God.
do not think you want to do this. Yeah, he's got a real weird
I
accent.
literally felt like I was in South Africa. Right?
Well, and then they like shoot they like he's got a big fish tank or something, and then he like shoots the fish tank. So that's where
What
it's at.
underrated movies those were, by the way.
What's that?
Underrated movies.
Lethal Weapon 2 is a very good movie.
Yeah, all of them are just
All of them are great.
Yeah.
All of them are really, really good. Okay, now, all right, let's get a couple reads in here, and then we're gonna get back to Arizona baseball here for a minute. We're gonna put a bow on it. Back the bow, Bo Jackson, baby. All right, now RJ's frozen cactus. Yeah. Put it. What do you mean? What are you laughing at? Bo Jackson, man. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we gotta have a draft here. Maybe we'll have a draft tomorrow. Okay, RJ's frozen cactus, red hot beer, Red Hot Spores ice cold beer. Pre-game at RJ's, then ride share to the game. Now you might see Dennis Walsh, and again he's got the helicopter and he's got the jet. Do you think we think Dennis Walsh has operated a helicopter? Do you have to have the same license for a helicopter and a jet?
No, I think it's a whole different animal. I'm pretty sure.
Is it? All right. Well, yeah, I must suck then. All right, but either way, it's not like driving like a SUV in a sedan. Probably a little different. Okay, so either way, 100 plus craft beers, $2 deals, pizza, wings, tacos, burgers, and more. No bad seats in the house. Check it out. You will thank me later. 5769 East Speedway. East Speedway. Get some beer. Get a cold one. Get a frosty. Okay, and what else we got? Talk to me. Baggins. Okay, now Baggins. Shearer, have you been to Baggins lately?
It's been a bit. I got to go back.
Dennis Walsh, we did not get a real time from you at Baggins. Why? We did not see that.
Be better.
Draft the toughest intersections in town.
Well, I feel like we've almost done that with the Circle K. So
Yeah, that's a good point. Still, okay. Now, but either way, use code AZ12 for 15% off. Get the Albuquerque turkey. It's good. Or you can get the pesto or whatever the case may be. You will like it. Dennis Walsh likes it as well. That's how Dennis Walsh is so buff. Baggins right there. You don't have to work out if you go to Baggins. You just have to eat their food and you get buff that way. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's basically where it's at. Okay. Now, back to Arizona baseball though. We're going to hopefully have a guest on or two to be able to talk about Arizona baseball. But overall though, Sheer, I like where Arizona stands right now. I think Arizona's got as good a chance as anybody. We have a clean slate.
Yeah, clean slate. This is one
Back
of the
to slate.
This is a very cool bracket. You got
It
teams
is.
from everywhere. Yeah, you got your SEC, but you got your Coastals, your Arizonas back where it belongs. You got Murray State, Oregon State. It's a fun, and the odds beyond the SEC teams reflected. It's pretty open.
Yes. Now let's see. All right. Now let me ask you this: we're trying to get Ben One White on the. We're trying to get Ben One White's father on. Can we get the father's Mason One White and Ben One White? Because his father's name is Ben One White. We're trying to get the Whites on there. So we shall see if this does.
Mike's always trying to get the Whites on the show.
Yeah, and Ben One White says, "I want to get that Plum and Reed in there as well." But that does not mean that Ben One White will two Whites, not 2-1. How about 2-1 Whites? Okay, now. All right. Anyone can win this. Yes, I agree with you, Robert Garitano. All right. We're going to sign off here, but you got to get Little Caesars, everybody. Get code. Now use this. LCFREECC. Boom. Check it out. And you get a free crazy bread as well, along with the pizza. Very, very good stuff. And like Sheer said, you can feed like a small Taiwanese village with just like $20 here.
Yep.
So again, let's see here. Chip is the man. Yeah. All right. So now, Sheer, where can they find you doing your stuff? Why am I pointing at you?
I don't know. WildcatAuthority.com and the Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby.
Let's see here. Back the A. Okay. All right. Now you can just follow me at Iron Mike Luker if you want. Feed Taiwanese State, baby. Okay. Now this code works in every state. It works in Vegas, works in Phoenix, and it works in Tucson. So, yes, Grant Winkler, you're in Vegas, so you should be able to make this work. All right, back to Chip, baby. We're going to try to get, we're going to hopefully try to get Mason or Ben One White's fall, or Ben One White. We're going to try to get the original Ben One White, the OG Ben One White on tomorrow. That will be fun. All right, everybody. Real time, though, some Little Caesars today. We need some real times. That includes you, Grant Winkler. All right. For Jason Shear. Yeah, Rick, it is. Correct. All right. For Jason Shear, for the opaque Cody James Martin. I like opaque. My mom used to say when I would make chicken that it looked opaque. I don't know if that's good or not.
Nope.
Yeah, it's generally not. Man, this chicken looks great. It's super opaque. But on that note, though, for Skier, for Cody James Martin, I'm merely Mike Luke, TTFN. We'll talk with you tomorrow. Woohoo!